to another episode of Nerdy Afterlife.
Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Afterlife. This is Maka and I'm here with my buddy Julian.
Hello.
And this is our Halloween episode. Woohoo!
Maximum spoopiness.
And to continue with our theme for October, today we're going to discuss vampires even more. Woohoo! Yeah!
Yay.
Be more excited, Julian.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, I hope you guys like this one. I really like vampires. And not Twilight, but...
It's an important step in the cultural development of vampires, if you want to go that route. So anyways, for today, we're covering not all vampire media, but
only a few. I wish we could have covered everything. We had this astronomical list, and then we had to shorten it.
it'd be like 10 hours long.
Yeah, it would have. Okay, so today we're going to discuss a little bit of Hellsing Ultimate, Castlevania, the Netflix series, because Castlevania is long, it's too many, so we had to cut it down. An anime called Dance with Devils,
That one.
which a lot of people may not know, but if you do know it, kudos to you. If you don't know it,
Save yourself, don't watch it.
hey, it's something. Lost Boys.
The first one.
Interview with a Vampire, What We Do in the Shadows, and Let the Right One In. So, okay. First of all, Julian, this was your first time watching some of these.
Yes.
Thoughts?
So, thoughts. I'm going to try to do some spoopy summaries of the movies.
Oh yeah, spoopy summaries.
Right. So, for What We Do in the Shadows, it's basically like what's called a mockumentary, where it's filmed the way where you think it's a documentary, but like the actual content isn't supposed to be taken seriously. It's kind of played as a joke.
Yeah.
So the documentary is sort of based like, oh, here are three vampires living together as housemates in a single household in some European country. What country were they living in again?
They're living in New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I couldn't tell.
So it's a mockumentary. Think of like The Office.
Yeah.
In that sort of setup, which if you're not a fan of like shaky cam or something like that, don't be discouraged by this. It's worth it. You're going to love it.
There's a lot of references to like classic vampire literature, like Nosferatu, Dracula, Coffins. I haven't seen that many films, like modern day films, having familiars. But
Oh no, yeah, familiars, that's missing in a lot of modern day films. Like you mostly see familiars in things with witches,
yeah.
but not with vampires, which is...
For those who don't know, a familiar is basically like a kind of creature or minion, normally a human, but sometimes an animal that's controlled by the witch or vampire to do their bidding. So like when the vampire's asleep in the daylight, they'll say, "Oh, my familiar, go out and find someone for me to feed upon when I wake up." Like something like that.
Yeah.
Like a servant or intern.
I like that. It's just my intern.
Yeah.
It's a black cat.
But my spoopy summary of What We Do in the Shadows is basically as follows. After decades of battle and fierce adventures, three vampires take on the greatest challenge to date. Living together in a single household in modern day Europe.
Alright, because I like your voice, do Interview with a Vampire next.
But for first context, Interview with the Vampire is basically, it was adapted from a novel.
Oof, by Anne Rice.
Is it a series or just like a singular?
It's a series.
Really?
Which I have not read, but I should, and you should too, because I hear they're pretty good.
So Interview with the Vampire is it's a movie with Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and a lot of major actors. Like I think
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, he's in it. The guy from Mr. Robot is in it as well. I forget, Christian Slater, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and a whole bunch of other characters, actors and actresses that are really kind of top name in one vampire movie.
Why are you so shocked? It's a great movie.
No, I'm not struggling to express how good a movie it is. I'm trying to express it in a way that that doesn't rely on the actors to like.
Also, Kirsten Dunst was in it. She was young Claudia, the girl.
Moving on.
Alright, fine. Jeez.
So here's my spoopy summary. Long, long ago, in the year 1994, when Brad Pitt's career was just starting out, with the help of Tom Cruise and Mr. Robot, he will become the focal point of many gay vampire fanfics to come. Also, Tom Cruise looks incredibly androgynous in this movie. I'm not even...
For better or worse.
But
I think for better.
I would argue for better as well, but we can both agree he looks hell androgynous, Tom Cruise, in this movie.
So does Brad Pitt, okay?
When he's a vampire, I'll agree with you, but in human form, I'll go like, still a dude.
What?
Because of the chin.
Alright.
But like when it comes to vampire, it's more smooth. So go like, I don't know which one you are, but I'd tap that, or I guess let you tap my neck.
Nicely put.
Thank you.
Alright, so the next one is Let the Right One In, which is a lovely Russian tale.
Can I do it?
Yeah, you do it.
So take a normal, depressing Russian film, basically any Russian film. No, I'm kidding, and add a vampire filter for it. You have this movie. Thank you.
Good, good. People will know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, and
So Maka, do you want to summarize the anime?
I wanted to summarize the anime because
Cool.
I was going to talk about Lost Boys first, but it's basically why did I think of I was gonna say it's Full House but with vampires, but that makes no sense.
In a
But
way,
imagine if there was a Full House vampire episode.
wouldn't that just be like What We Do in the Shadows, but like an actual family?
Yeah, that's true. Like a vampire family?
No, but it kind of works though, because remember at the end of Lost, again, spoilers for everything. This is a spoiler podcast, not episode. The podcast is full of spoilers, people.
That came really sudden. You were saying something, you were like, no, spoilers.
No, because like we always mention at the start of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Side note, spoilers, people, spoilers.
Spoilers galore. Spoilers everywhere.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Moving from there.
Moving normally back to the show now.
Remember at the end of Lost Boys when the main vampire, how he said like, "Oh, I want you to become part of my family." He started talking to the main character's mother.
Yes.
Because remember she was divorced.
Uh-huh.
So there's this idea of like wanting to make a family with the vampires, because he'd already made the main character. What's his name? The dude with the black hair and the shades. What's his name?
That guy.
Yeah, that
guy.
Like he already converted to a vampire. All those left was his younger brother and the mother, but the mother was already dating the head vampire.
Oh, Michael. Okay, I remember his
Right,
name.
Michael.
Yeah.
So and remember he his final, I guess, proclamation was like, "Join me, let's make a family together." There was that is theme the right word?
That sort of familial. No, wait. No, and think of another word for family.
No,
not family.
No. A kind of element to describe it, like not a theme or message from the movie, but like some kind of like atmosphere of like, is atmosphere that the right word?
Sure, atmosphere.
Like,
Let's
I-
go for that one.
Because remember,
We
like,
need a thesaurus. Please send one our way.
we need a literature major.
Yeah. Because we could use Google, but that's for nerds.
Or we're just too lazy.
We're just lazy. Anyway.
But anyways, like I kind of agree with the Full House thing, but like only towards the end. Towards most of the movie, it's more like kind of like rebellious, devil may cry attitude of like, yeah, man, you gotta claim your freedom, man. You gotta do crazy stuff to be, quote unquote, free.
True. Also, Julie, have you seen Full House?
I remember seeing the intro as like a trail. Like I remember seeing Nick as a kid, and there'd be like trailers for Full House going like, oh, look at this wacky family up to their hijinks.
I thought you were gonna say, look at this white family.
wacky, Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong technically, but
There are no black characters in Full shit. There are no black characters
no,
in Full House.
I want to verify this now.
Or Hispanic.
Full
It's only
House,
white people.
Latino characters.
There's no one. I remember this. I saw it all throughout my childhood. And
Aren't there like 8 seasons? How do you remember 8 seasons full of content?
Because I would have remembered one black person or a person or any person of color.
Full House, Latino.
There's no one. You're not going to find
Characters.
anything. This has turned into the investigative report on Full House. Julian. People came for vampires and we just given them information on Full House. Yeah. They didn't find anything.
You can kind of argue. You can kind of argue with this character.
Which one?
This one.
Fernando Fernandez Guerrero? That's from the new one.
Shit. Does that still count? I mean, it's canon, isn't it?
It's canon, but I'm talking about the old canon. Okay. Look for us in our new Full House podcast, where we just go way in deep into Full House.
Even though one of us has never seen Full House.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, let's not make that a podcast.
Anyway, coming back to vampires. Because that's what we were discussing.
Lost Boys.
Lost
Boys.
Boys.
That's what we're talking about.
Lost Boys, as in B, not voice. And I'm like, I lost my voice.
Lost Boys, for God's sake.
This is the lost... like the voice, but it's Lost Boys. Okay. What? Okay, we're going to get to Lost Boys. Basically...
We're gonna be here all day.
Yeah.
Or night.
This...
Because we're vampires.
Ooh! Okay. This family, a mom and her 2 sons, they move into California, which is like supposed to be this town in California. Which name I forgot because we forget everything.
Vampire Town.
Vampire Town. Totally Vampire Town.
Yeah.
And they move in with her dad.
Yeah.
For the kids, their grandfather.
Yeah, the grandfather, Grandpa Helsing.
Grandpa Helsing, and they slowly realize that something is amiss in this town.
Cue people strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. No copyright, fuck.
No, damn, we didn't sing that song. Doors, don't sue us. But yeah, there's that movie, and it's from the 80s, and it's wonderful, and you guys should run out and see it. The first one, not the second one, because the second one is basically...
Shit.
Yeah, it's like, I think of it
A
like Grease 2, you know? Yeah, there's like Grease, which is great, and then there's like, Grease 2.
There was a sequel?
Yeah.
What was it about?
More Grease. But it's... Oh, come on. That was at least a pity laugh.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Wow. Anyway, okay, so, and Dance with Devils, which is an anime.
Oh god, that...
I thought it was a manga or something, but it really it was adapted from an otome game, and an otome game is like a dating sim, a Japanese dating sim.
I think, aren't they called, shoot, on Steam, they're under, like, visual novels?
Visual novels.
It's the name of the genre, visual novels.
But it's still a dating sim.
Yeah.
They tried to say like, dating sim sounds too on the nose. Let's go visual novel.
It's a visual novel, guys. It's a brand new experience in VR. No.
Doesn't matter. You're still trying to get it on with the 2D character.
Could you imagine a visual novel in, like, VR?
Oh my god. No.
You would kind of try it, though.
I would try it. I would try the heck out of it.
Imagine Dream Daddy in VR.
Yes. Make it happen.
Is it?
No, it's not in VR yet because we just gave them the idea, Julian. Make it happen. Anyway, Dance with Devils, you've never seen them. I've never seen a musical anime, and this is the first musical anime I ever came across, and it's about the schoolgirl who there is something also amiss with the student government at her school, and they all happen to be vampires. Well, one happens to be a vampire. The other, another one is like an angel, and then the others are like demons.
They're all dicks.
They're all... Excuse you. The vampire guy is not as dickish.
Still a dick.
It's a pretty dick.
I'm just picturing like a dick with blonde hair. It's like, you are a dick, but you're a very pretty dick.
It's a pretty dick.
Yes, like a dick with blonde hair flowing, like...
Like flowing in the hair, like sparkles.
Yeah, with like an awesome school uniform. Is like...
Blushing.
Yeah.
The dreams I will have to miss. Okay, so that stands with Devils.
Boner senpai.
Boner senpai. Notice me, Boner senpai. And he notices you, he gets off. No, I'm gonna stop.
You know sometimes in anime when a person gets pissed, they have like the red cross thing in front of like a vein.
Yeah. Oh no. No.
If Boner senpai got pissed, it would bolt with veins like across.
Oh no, Boner senpai. Please don't get angry.
Who would be his love interest? Like Clitoris senpai?
Clitoris-chan? Put-chan.
Vagina-chan?
V-chan.
Pussy-san?
P-san.
P-san. I like P-san. That's good. That's gold. That's gold.
There's P-san, there's V-chan. And then V-san is very... she's a tsundere.
I'm waiting for Nissan.
Nissan! The literal knee. And then there's one normally human student who's like, where the fuck am I? What is this school? I'm gonna transfer.
Oh, no. The childhood friend is the human. He's like, yeah, of course you're always normal. Where the fuck am I?
Whoa, we got really off track. But really, we need to make a spin-off series for Boner Senpai.
Lost Boys. Vampires. Halloween. Spoopiness, please.
Bring it back to the Halloween.
Okay.
Okay, so did we do all... Oh, no, Hellsing.
Hellsing, yes.
Do Hellsing.
Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay.
Because there's 2 Hellsings.
Right. They both have a vampire named... Why did my voice get so... I'm going through puberty, Julian. I'm a prepubescent boy.
You're a big kid now.
We promise we did not drink before this episode.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
You would think we're drunk or high.
Yeah, we're sleepy drunks. We can't drink.
Or high off laughter and happiness.
Yes.
No.
The power of friendship.
The power of dick jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Hellsing Ultimate. There is just this vampire called Alucard, which is it took me a while. It's like, oh, Alucard is Dracula. Backwards.
You know what's funny?
What?
You remember the movie the Batman vs. Dracula?
Yeah.
There was, I kid you not, there was like a 5-minute scene where like Bruce Wayne's just staring into a mirror with the name Dracula written over it, and like he's staring at it, and Alfred's like, "What's wrong, Mr. Wayne?" And Bruce is staring, is like, "No, it can't be." He erases it. He writes all the letters backwards. It's like, Alucard, Alfred, of course. I'm just like,
Alfred's just like, you dumb.
The world's greatest detective took 5 minutes to get that. Dude!
He's like, of course!
This is a missing clue. His name.
So basically, Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate is about a vampire fighting Nazis. And
ghouls.
And ghouls, but mostly Nazis.
And crazy Irish priests.
And crazy Irish priests. But mostly Nazis and in England.
Catholics.
And Catholics in England. So, yeah.
Was it London? Or like, it was a general England area?
Well, specifically London.
But he also went to South America at one point, right? Because
Yeah.
there was a vampire or ghoul at a hotel or something?
They go to Brazil.
Brazil, thank you.
See, also, do yourself a favor if you have not seen it yet. If you've seen Hellsing or Hellsing Ultimate, please go see Hellsing, the abridged series on YouTube, because
we'll link to it down below.
We'll link to it because it is so funny, and I've seen it more than once, and it's great.
The police girl doing the big tits. Yes, doing the big tits, of course. Why? She has big tits.
That was a preview of the series.
Don't copyright us.
Brought to you by Julian. Also, okay.
That's the only joke I remember. I saw the whole series. That's the only joke I remember.
Me too. I don't remember anything from that. Oh, okay.
I have no memories, Julian.
I have no I don't.
Who are you again?
The Men in Black came. They flashed me. I forgot everything. Okay. Castlevania.
The
series. The Netflix series. Castlevania.
4 episodes long. Should we talk about Lisa?
No! Never talk about Lisa. She was too good for this world.
You want to tell them the context about how I got you to watch Castlevania?
You know how this... Okay, another anecdote, which out of the thousands that we're throwing at you right now, we'll get to the vampire soon. Just listen to my story. Because you can't go anywhere. You're forced to listen. So one day, we're hanging out, and Julian tells me, "Oh, Maka, let's watch Castlevania. It's a great series." And I tell him, "No, Julian, I really want to watch some romantic comedies today. I will not. Thank you. I taken your request and I politely decline it."
You did not say that.
There you go.
You did not say as politely that. You're like, bitch, I want to watch
I politely declined it. And Julian said, "No, trust me. I'm your best friend.
I did not say that.
Castlevania, you're gonna love it. It totally has romance." And I was
I did say that. And
I told him, and I asked him, like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, romance. Totally." And I was like...
Granted, audience, I'm admitting to it now. I did say that.
I told him, "I really don't want anything dramatic right now. I just want romance." And he's like, "No, it's cool. It's cool." And then he puts it on. And Lisa dies in the first 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? And my heart was broken. And this asshole just kept laughing and cackling away. Are you proud of yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
Ugh. But also,
To be fair, the first 3 minutes of Lisa with Dracula were really precious.
they're so precious. Why didn't it give us more? We need more. Also, she was a great character, and they had to just kill her off.
Great chemistry too.
There's so much great chemistry. So, you know, all that chemistry that they had in those 3 minutes,
Yeah.
it's way more chemistry than all of the Twilight movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but also Castlevania. It's a great series. You should watch it. You're gonna love it. It's a lot of gore. It's great.
Yeah. Although it's not like Hellsing kind of gore where it gets in your face like, oh, look at this guy's intestines spraying across the screen. Ah, it's more.
It's a
It's a little
subtle-ish,
more
but
subtle.
it's still a lot of gore.
Yeah, like you'll see dead babies and like torn off heads and
Yay,
intestines.
blood!
Yeah.
Woo!
There's actually one point in the series where like blood actually just like rains down on everybody, just blood.
You're just
rain-
gonna shower the characters with
raining
rain.
from the clouds, just blood everywhere.
Okay, so I think that does it. That's all the vampire related things that we're going to address today, because I gave Julian a huge list and he was like, no, we're doing a few. And
You want to skip to the questions, or you want to do the fuck, marry, kill thing?
no, let's do... Shh. Well, you're gonna wait until for later.
Me or the audience?
Both. Also, I wanted to address something. If
Oh.
when we did our Soul Eater episode, we both said, no,
well-
I'm dragging Julian into this because he didn't stop me from saying it.
What?
That we both said, oh yeah, there are no vampires in Soul Eater. And guess what? There are vampires in Soul Eater.
One.
Well, there's one, and it's a major character, but
Nature-ish, kind of like the right hand to the main villain.
it's still there.
There, but like,
Okay.
whether he's major.
Well, it's Mosquito, and before you guys argue, like, no, it can't be Mosquito because guy it's a mosquito. It's not a vampire. Well, for those of you who have read the manga, he is even sexier than his
Oh yeah, because you know
ugly
that
counterpart
long, yeah, because
in the anime.
that long nose and like top hat, like girls be falling over.
Don't
that.
kink shame, kink appreciate.
It's not a kink. It's just like
You
like,
don't know.
He walks into the club and he's just drowning in it.
Oh well. There's...
We're being invaded.
We're being invaded. My dog is trying to get in. Or maybe it's the vampires.
They found us.
They found... Damn it! Gotta move location now.
Abort.
Abort mission. Also, yeah, so we just want to say, oh, oops, we made a mistake with Soul Eater. That... Bye, doggies.
Bye
Bye... Bye, vampire... dogs, I don't know.
bye Dracula.
Bye, Dracula.
Come back next time.
So yeah. I wanted to say that it was all Julian's fault that I messed up on Soul Eater, and you should blame him. And send all your angry mail at Julian. Julian? Say something?
Piece of shit.
Do you want to apologize? Do you want to apologize for steering our lovely audience wrong?
I brought up JoJo. You brought up Soul Eater. My main beef with Soul Eater was that BS ending.
We're not going back to that, okay? We already established that it's a great ending, and
Thematically, sure.
anyone who says otherwise, I will fight you.
I'm ready.
I will fight you.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about our favorite vampire. Were you going to talk about our favorite vampires?
I'm up for it if you are.
Okay, so in all of the things that we saw for this episode, and let's mention them again because we took a really long time. So once again, it's Hellsing, Ultimate, Castlevania Netflix series, Dance with Devils, Lost Boys 1, Interview with a Vampire, What We Do in the Shadows, and Let the Right One In. So when we mention any vampires, they're from these specific
Media.
I was looking for the word. It's like moving my hands like, come on, hands, give me the word. Okay.
You wanna go first?
Yeah. No, wait, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, I want to ask. Here's the question. Oh, no, wait. Never mind.
You wanna do the questions now?
No, I'll do... See, we're very prepared. Okay, my favorite vampire in all of these, it would have either between, I was going to say Alucard, or because he has guns, or
He's practically vampire Jesus.
it's like Vampire Jesus, yeah, or the one from but also like Dracula from Castlevania.
His revenge is really cathartic for those who love Lisa.
Yeah, and that's why, let me make it clear to you, I don't care about the people dying in Castlevania. They deserve it for burning Lisa.
even the babies who were just born there.
It happens. Lisa.
or what if there was like a teacher in the city, but who was away when Lisa was burning and then came back and then ended up dead anyways.
Yeah, whatever. I am all for Dracula's revenge party, and Alucard coming in like, you can't kill all the humans. Well, Alucard, you don't know.
Not Alucard from Hellsing.
It's like Alucard from Castlevania, which is Dracula's and Lisa's son. He's like, Dad, you can't kill all the humans. And
why are you imitating him in this like whiny voice? He made a good point.
Because he's whining about not seeking revenge for Lisa. He's like, that's not what Lisa would have wanted. And Dracula's like, Lisa's dead. So, leave me alone. Why do you say anything? You're making me feel self-conscious about supporting Dracula's rampage against humanity.
No, I'm just watching my co-host, advocate genocide. That's totally...
No! God! It's not what I'm for. I'm just for Dracula's
wife?
Wife. And
Dracula's waifu?
Dracula's wife. Like, Dracula cared, and he, if your husbando doesn't summon a legion of demons to, protect your honor, then I don't know, man. You're in a bad relationship.
Relationship goals, basically?
Basically.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, so those are my... I'm still trying to decide. So what about you? Do you have like a numero uno?
So...
Decide. Now.
I honestly think the main Vampire in Lost Boys 1 is kind of my favorite.
Oh, and Michael?
Yeah.
Wait, no, the
main one, the father of the Lost Boys.
Oh,
yeah,
that guy.
He's actually my favorite.
He's your... Well, do tell, because I hate that guy.
Really?
Well, I don't hate him. I mean, he's just like the villain of the movie, so it's just kind of... I never had any positive feelings towards him when watching the movie, so it's interesting. Why do you think this way, Julian? Why are you like this?
That's something my therapist will know.
Yeah.
No, the reason why is because normally in vampire media, right, like films or novels or whatnot, the vampire is normally depicted as either a conniving evil mastermind who takes like some kind of sadistic joy in torturing others, like, oh yes, I love hearing the screams as they are torn apart by horses, muhahaha, or they're like, battle hungry, warriors like Alucard from Hellsing who just wants to fight endlessly until he finds a worthy opponent, quote, worthy opponent.
Okay.
Whereas the vampire in Lost Boys, he's more not just methodical, but also I guess more strategic. Like, yeah, he could have just like swarmed the city, surrounded it with familiars and whatnot, and just like drank everybody's blood. But he went more of like, okay, what do I want as a person who is a vampire? I want a family. Okay, I'll infect these kids, let them find their own brothers and sisters, and then find someone who I actually like, which was hence the mother. If you remember when he was introduced, there were other women in the store.
Yeah.
He probably could have gone for them, and yet he went for the mother.
Huh.
You could argue that maybe they're like his concubines or whatever, but it was never elaborated. Was it elaborated in the second movie or no?
No, they didn't. Nah. The only characters who come up in the second movie are the Frog Brothers.
Really?
Yeah. Which, it's fun to... Corey Feldman, I mean...
Like an Easter egg kind of thing, or are they actually involved in the plot?
If my memory is correct, they are involved in the plot. I try to forget Lost Boys too. It's not that great.
But yeah, it's that's one of the reasons why I enjoy the main vampire. I can't remember his name, but the main vampire guy with the glasses in Lost Boys.
That guy.
Yeah, because like his pursuits I saw as like a bit more human than just like, I will rule the world. I will establish.
Wow, that's a very weak laugh.
Like, I will establish a monarchy. Humans kneel, kind of thing.
Okay.
More of like I just want to live a life.
He had more realistic goals, you mean?
Right.
And you appreciate that.
But like a vampire, when shit hit the fan, he was willing to fight and show his fangs. You know, like when he was attempted to, when someone tried to stab him or show him garlic, he showed his fangs.
Yeah.
To show that he meant business, but he wasn't enough to go like, look, the bottom line is, this is what I want. Just letting you know.
It's in writing. Here you go.
Yeah.
No. Leave it right there.
Which I'm not saying makes him like a great vampire. I'm saying like it's a nice subversion of the whole like oh, they're either a power-hungry monarch or a battle-hungry warrior.
Okay.
Which I like as a kind of subversion of that trope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. You?
That's really cool. Well, my reasons don't look great now because I was using way different criteria than you. So
Was it based on whether or not he was hot?
No. God, Julian. You're trying to make me out to be.
You?
Which one had better hair?
Oh, if it's hair, I'm betting on Alucard, cause like
Alucard.
Yeah, cause he can shift it from like short and like wavy to long and like unbelievably straight.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
That can be taken in a very wrong way.
Or in a very right way, Julian.
No,
because you're asking.
No, because he can shapeshift into ages of like a middle-aged man to like a 10-year-old child. So. Yeah.
Why you gotta ruin everything good? That's why we can't have nice things, Julian.
Isn't that why you invited me on the show?
I regret. Okay. So,
and next week you'll find the new co-host.
Okay. So that. Do you want to do the fuck, marry, kill?
Sure.
Okay. So we decided, Julie and I, to do, it'll be fun, to do a fuck, marry, kill vampire version with all the vampire characters from the media we saw. So our first group, the trio from...
What We Do in the Shadows, the movie.
What We Do in the Shadows. So which one will you fuck, marry, kill, Julian?
Hang on. I want to find the character names. I cannot find the character names.
You gotta pull up the pictures.
I know. Hang on. What we do... We're so prepared,
you
guys.
can hear him typing! Wow!
We're so prepared, guys.
We just want you to know that this is a transparent podcast, and we don't try to fool you. He's still looking.
I'm still looking.
Because he uses, you know what? He uses a Linux, okay? And they'll suck.
Only if you suck at Linux.
Which is everyone, so...
Okay, so we have Vladislav, we have Viago, Deacon, and I'm trying to find the guy who played...
Peter. Wait, are we doing with Peter? No, just the three one. Okay, Vladislav, Viago, and Deacon.
Okay. I don't want to kill any of them because they're all precious.
But one of them has to get a stake through the heart.
Or chokes on garlic.
Or choke on garlic. Just throw garlic at them. Which one? Look at the picture.
Okay, so... You're blocking Peter with your hand.
I'm blocking out Peter. Okay, so, which one?
Okay, so I would marry Viago, mainly because he knows how to do household chores. So he's like...
Oh my god, I'm gonna just marry you because you're good about keeping a house tidy.
A clean house is a happy house.
Sure.
And I would fluck... no, fluck.
Oh, you fluck!
Fuck.
Is this new slang?
No.
Excuse me, miss. Do you mind if we fluck?
Hey, girl, you want to fluck?
You want to fluck? Fluckity fluck.
Hey,
Fluckity fluck fluck.
Hey, baby, want some fluck?
Hey, baby, want some fluck?
Okay, moving on. I would fuck Vladislav.
Vladislav.
The guy with the mustache.
Okay. Or which is the guy with the long hair. Okay.
Man, for two reasons.
Oh, and you're gonna kill Deacon?
Yes.
Yeah, he is kind of like the extra one.
No, because his dancing is shit.
His dancing is beautiful.
I mean, A for effort, but...
He does it for his friends.
A for effort. D in execution.
Okay.
Plus, poor choice of music, to be honest.
True, poor choice of music.
Now,
We're gonna disqualify you, Deacon, for poor...
Now, if he was using Rihanna, alright, now we're talking.
What if Deacon goes into So You Think You Can Dance?
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I watched that too. Okay, I would also kill Deacon. Because he has no, as a partner in marriage, it's just like, what are you gonna do? Dance? I'm just bringing it back to the dancing.
Foreplay might be fun, though.
Eh.
Might be.
Might be.
Depending on your tastes.
True. Okay, so, and I'll marry, the mustache dude. Vladislav.
Really?
Yeah. Because...
He probably tried to cheat on you.
Don't matter. Because the other guy, I fucked the other guy. He's just too intent on... It's the exact opposite of you. He's too intense on cleaning.
The way I see it is like, if I clean a little bit, he sees it as like this grand, like, oh, thank you for helping me. Go like, alright.
So you're just gonna take advantage of your spouse?
Yes.
Wow, that's a very... He doesn't deserve you. I'll marry him. God. Don't worry, you'll be protected.
I'm the true monster.
Yeah. Okay. So that...
Oh, but just for funsies, for Peter.
For Peter.
Would you fuck him, marry him, or kill him?
I don't want to kill him because it gets really scary when he dies. But I don't want to fuck him either. So I guess I'll just marry him and be like, I'm married for money.
Though if you do get married, he might try to put the moves on you, and that could be kind of terrifying.
It could be just like a very platonic marriage.
Sure, those exist.
Because that's a thing, right?
Sure.
Like, you want to get married, Peter?
I would try to fuck him. Mainly 'cause
I like how you think, I'll try?
no,
I
because,
don't know, I'll put a bag over his head.
no, not like that, but like, no, maybe because like if he gets too into it, I might end up dead. So.
Might just suck your blood.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is because like sometimes in sex some people have like bite fetishes, so I'm wondering like
vampires definitely have a bite fetish.
But what I'm curious about is like let's say he and I had a rule where like he could bite me anywhere but my neck.
You had a safe word?
No, like a safe rule where like if he wanted to bite me, he could bite me anywhere but my neck. Where would he choose to bite me?
He could also bite. You have blood pumping along the rest of your body, Julian.
I'd just be curious where he would choose out of all places. Like, would he go for arm, leg, crotch,
what
butt?
if he goes for your dick? What are you gonna do?
I die dickless. Like the guy from Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, Theon.
That's his name.
Oh my god. He hasn't seen all of Game of Thrones, which is a great shame upon me. Because I tried to get him into it. Julian. Get you into it.
I got up to 4 seasons. Give me credit. I got up to 4 seasons.
And he stopped. He's like, this is good enough. I don't need to know anymore.
They all end up dying. Ooh.
No? Anyway, moving on. Group 2 for Fuck, Marry, Kill. Alucard, Dracula from Castlevania.
Alucard from Helsing because Castlevania has its own Alucard.
Oh, that's true. So Alucard from Helsing.
Yes.
Dracula from Castlevania, and Nesta, which is a vampire from Dance with Devils.
You want to go first this time?
Okay.
Because I went first last time.
Alright. I will kill Nesta.
Really?
Yeah, because he's annoying and dumb. and he's in a musical anime, so I'm pretty sure that dude is gonna start singing at me at any second. If you haven't seen Dance with Devils, here's an idea of how the musical part works in the anime. One of the main vampire guys, he's fighting, and in the middle of a fight, he decides, let me just sing and fight, you know? And he's singing and he's fighting. It's a very intense fight, so... And it's not... The song is weird, but I don't know. I couldn't look away, Julian.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
You remember the in Final Fantasy and those JRPGs when you come to an enemy, it sort of like shifts into like its own like main dimension.
Yes.
And then it has like its own music and its own like atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like
it's like that.
It's like whenever one of the characters sings, it's like the whole scene changes and like they're all trapped in like, oh, what's happening? And then like the character singing sort of like dictates the flow of like the combat and like who's fighting, who gets hit, who dies, and like I will destroy you.
Exactly. And there's a song for every single episode.
I wish there were 2, to be honest. I actually like the songs.
Yeah, the songs, it's just like, yay, it's a song now.
In all honesty, the shoujo aspects really turn me off, but the music aspects are actually what I find really entertaining.
Oh, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I would kill Nesta, I would marry Dracula, and I fuck Alucard. Because I feel like Alucard would not commit, so I'd rather just like one night stand, dude. And then Dracula, like, look what he did for Lisa. Like, you know, he's a commitment sort of guy. So it's like, dude, I want you, if someone kills me, to like call forth a legion of demons and
Although,
wreck their shit.
Although there is a possibility that he might try to compare you to Lisa.
No, I can't. I can't live up to Lisa. She's too good.
Right.
Too good for this world.
I would personally fuck Nesta, kill Alucard, and marry Dracula. For two reasons.
Okay.
For 2 reasons. Mainly because remember at the end of Hellsing Ultimate, when after Alucard defeats the priest and the Nazis and the ghouls and all those guys.
Yeah.
He sort of showed this like exhaustion towards all the fighting.
Yes.
And like when he knew he was dying, he sort of like he looked happy because like, oh, finally I can rest.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious like would I get the same reaction like if I killed him and like both he and I knew, yeah, he's a gunner this time. Like, would he be happy? Would he be cursing me with like his satanic powers, or would he just be like, thanks, bro?
You're like, yeah, we could. You just want that fist bump from Alucard. Like, thank you for killing me.
Yeah, I did what Nazis couldn't.
You did what Nazis couldn't. Do you want to think?
Oh shit!
You want to think that phrase again?
Fuck. Let's edit that out.
No, it's staying. You heard it here first, folks.
Regarding vampires.
Oh, sure. Okay, regarding vampires.
Regarding vampires.
Talk about vampires, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, and you would marry...
I would marry Dracula and fuck Nesta.
I like how we both want to marry Dracula from
Castlevania.
Castlevania. Well, are your reasons similar to mine?
He'd make for a good partner, but I don't want him to take revenge on me. I just want to like, I want to see his laboratory and read all his books.
Again, you just want to take advantage of your spouse. First it was the cleaning, and now it's just like, they have a nice library. You don't even think about them as a person. As an undead person.
I mean, I'll let him do his own thing, you know, like if he says like, oh, I want to go journey and like conquer the world, like, yeah, go do it, bro.
Yeah, you just leave me the keys to your library and I'm good.
Yeah.
Heartless. Alright, and you'd kill Nesta.
No.
You'd fuck Nesta.
Exactly.
You'd fuck, okay, why?
I want to know if he would sing to me as foreplay.
I wonder if he'll sing to me as we're doing it. Is there such a thing as a musical porn? Oh, he's Googling it. That has become the podcast where we Google things.
The Googling podcast.
The Googling podcast. Let's just change our name, Julian. We obviously went wrong with the Nerdy Afterlife podcast. What were we thinking? What? Did he find something?
Kinda? I'm not sure if it's exactly what we're looking for, but kinda?
Nah, I don't want to see it. If it's... What is this? Oh, no! Ah! Get away from me. There were so many penises. And not enough music.
To be fair, you'd have to like listen to it to see if it's actually music.
If you, audience, are, you know, curious enough to Google it, that's on you. We didn't not in any way condone this.
Although Maka does condone musicals in general.
Musicals, yes. Musical porn, yet to see. Okay, now the final group, group 3.
I just thought of something funny.
What?
Like, what if while you were fucking Nesta, right? Like every thrust was like the beat in the song he was singing.
No! Stop!
So like every thrust that either he did or I did would like kind of be like the beat or the song he was singing. Maybe that's how it would work. Maybe that's how he impregnated his wife and gave birth to like his son. Like maybe both his wife and him were doing like a duet, and like while they were like thrusting,
literally the music was in her.
It's like a duet to like form this like new vampire.
What? Oh my god! And then when they orgasm, they sing into
a crescendo.
A crescendo. Okay, we're done.
What an episode!
What's a great? Imagine you're just sitting there at your laptop. You're like, what did I just watch? Anywho, group 3. Okay, Lestat, which is Tom Cruise in a way.
Lestat or Lestat, because he's from France, isn't he?
Lestat. I can't do a French accent. Lestat. Louis, which is Brad Pitt in a wig, and Michael from Lost Boys. First, go Julian. Who would you fuck, marry, kill? Dun, 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 dun.
I would fuck Lestat, marry Louis, and kill Michael.
Huh. Okay, so...
you want me to explain, or do you
yes, explain.
Okay.
Explain!
So I would fuck Lestat mainly because he has really nice eyes and his skin looks incredibly smooth.
Are you gonna look into his eyes as you do him?
I would hope so.
That's fair enough.
Louis mainly because like before he became a vampire, even afterwards.
Wait, so what were you're gonna fuck Lestat?
Fuck Lestat, marry Louis,
Okay.
and kill Michael.
Okay, so marry Louis. Why?
Because remember before he turned into a vampire, he was still grieving over his family's loss, but he still had that sense of like not more righteousness, but just like general morality. Like I will not kill others by drinking their blood, etc., etc. As well as in the intro scene when like he met the reporter or journalist or noveler,
A journalist, a reporter,
right?
that person.
Right. When he met them, he could have drank their blood and go like, oh, like thank you for dinner. But no, he like no, like let's talk, person to person. Like he had that kind of like equal respect to other people, which I would like to see in a significant other. Considering I'm a human and would not like to be lunch.
Okay, that's a very good reason, Julian. As compared to the other two, who just wanted to get their things. So, now you have a thing for Brad Pitt in a wig.
To be fair, I wouldn't really want a significant other who's willing to commit genocide just because something bad happened to me.
You what? Dracula was going through some things, okay?
Maybe that's what you're looking for in your significant others. I won't king shame, but I'm saying, ethically speaking.
Oh my! I'm just saying, will you summon up an army of demons for me? Like, you don't have to, but it's a thought that counts. Like grand gestures like that.
And I would kill Michael. Yeah, cause fuck Michael.
Oh, wow! Just like, fuck Michael.
Sorry to all the Michaels out there.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you specifically.
No. The rest of you Michaels are lovely, as long as you're not vampires.
I just the one vampire called Michael is listening, and he's like, "How dare they?"
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah. Oh, would you just don't...
And now your turn.
Okay, so I would also kill Michael. Because he's a whiny baby.
He was intimidating in the last fight, though.
He's still a whiny baby. Now I'm between Lestat and Louis. I don't want to marry Lestat because he's too power hungry. But then I don't like Brad Pitt in a wig.
But to be fair, Lestat does know how to live a life. Like he's very he's very adventurous as a vampire.
Yeah, and then Louis has morals, and then Lestat has looks. I don't know. I either between Tom Cruise in a wig and Brad Pitt in a wig, or young Tom Cruise
in a wig and good makeup.
And good makeup.
Really good makeup.
I would go for Tom Cruise in a wig. Lestat. So I think I'd marry Lestat and fuck Louis.
Right.
So
I'll leave sunflowers on your grave.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you remember sunflowers are my favorite flower? Okay, so...
Want to move on to the questions?
Yeah, let's move on to the questions. I'm sorry, I still have that musical porn thing. It's stuck in my head. Like, it traumatized me. And I'm sure it traumatized you too. So if you get something out of this today, musical porn.
If you got one thing, if you got one thing out of this, I would have hoped it would have gotten like Boner Senpai.
Boner Senpai. Why is it just sticks today?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to see the that anime Boner Senpai and V-san and P-san.
when he gets angry, you see the veins.
Strawberry veins.
Strawberry veins just like along the shaft. I want to see that be a thing. That'd be awesome.
That should be a thing. Okay, so wanted to also questions for you in the audience if you also want to send in your responses or hate mail to our email or thoughts at nerdyafterlife@gmail.com. I forgot our name.
At nerdyafterlife on Twitter, also on Facebook,
and all those places.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask you, Julian, which vampire would you take the most pleasure in driving a stake through their heart?
Michael.
Wow, feeling a lot of the Michael hate over here. You should name your firstborn Michael.
Kind of weird.
It's like, Michael, why you name me like this, Dad? Because I hate the name. There are too many Michaels anyway.
I've met very few Michaels throughout my life. I've only met like two or three.
What about Mikes? Mikeys.
You're talking about like the candy?
No, Mike and... Not... Like, just because sometimes people abbreviate Michael to Mike.
Not even.
No?
I mean, like 2 or 3 Michaels. Not even. I never met a single person who says like my name is Mike or like I prefer to be called Mike. Nope.
I was gonna say it like that. Mike.
Mika.
Mike? Micah? I've met so many Micahs. It's crazy. Anyway, which one do you want to go?
Michael.
Mike? Oh, wow. Michael. I forgot.
How about you?
Me? Michael. No, because you know what? He's so whiny. And he's a teenage vampire. So, and I think turning yourself into a vampire while you're a teenager, may seem a good idea because, yeah, I'm in the prime of my life. But then what if, like, all those, whiny, personality traits of yours stay with you forever?
The whininess isn't what bothers me about Michael, though. What bothers me about him is how brash he is, how brash and reckless he is compared to his dad. Like, you remember the railroad scene where he hangs from the bars and it's like, oh, like you have to, like, wait, Michael was the guy with the black hair, right?
Yeah.
No, it's like when he was kind of like when he abandoned his younger brother just to like go off and then like find that girl.
Yeah.
Pretty douchey.
Yeah, well, that's what teenagers do, Julian.
Still pretty douchey.
Yeah. Also, we haven't talked a lot about Let the Right One In.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we have thoughts about that. Because you don't see a lot of vampire films or whatever focusing on just young vampires. I mean, they throw them in there, like in Interview with a Vampire.
I can think of 1 or 2 anime that focuses on like a young-ish vampire. They like, she's 5,000 years old, but like...
No, we're not talking about Moe here.
No, not Moe. Like for example, there's one anime called Dance in the Vampire Bond where like
oh, that one, yeah.
Where the head vampire, like, she looks like she's like 10 or 9, but like she's like
she's
like,
old.
Yeah, she's like over 1,000 years old, and like it's more like a political anime where like she has, due to her like economic power, she controls parts of.
But I feel in anime, there's always that trope of like this child girl, who is a child, and she's actually actually a fuck ton old. So.
Yeah. Oh, there's also one in shout out for our friend Bandon in the Monogatari series when like there's one vampire, the small blonde headed one. Mm-hmm. She's a vampire and she's like I think 500 years old.
Oh yeah.
And she looks 12.
Yeah, so it's not weird for anime.
It's still kind of weird.
Mm. So we both decided we'd just kill Michael.
Yes.
But now I forgot. We're talking about Let the Right One In. What?
Yeah, this one.
Oh God. He showed me a picture and I am not amused.
Of the Monogatari blonde vampire. What's her name?
Well, if you came to this podcast, expecting us to know the names of characters, you were wrong. Because we can't remember. We barely even remember the name of our own podcast. Okay, so what was your favorite element for Let the Right One In? If you haven't seen it, we already explained the plot, but it's just very, I don't know, it's endearing in a way, the way that the vampire girl protects him.
Kind of endearing, but also kind of somber. I don't know.
It's a weird mix of tone.
I don't know. I didn't see it as
works.
I didn't see it as endearing. I saw it a little bit as, to be honest, a little manipulative.
Manipulative?
Well, because here's my
question. On her side?
On her side.
Okay.
Because remember, she came into the town like with the older man.
Okay.
Right? So when it got to like the later part of the movie, I thought, okay, like one of 2 conclusions are true. Either A, maybe the older guy is actually her father, and she was turned into a vampire by another guy. But because he can't solve it, because he loves his daughter, he's trying to move, do what he can for his daughter, like a father should, right?
Yeah.
The other conclusion is that maybe the girl is like actually 500 or 1,000 years old, but that like this guy is like he met her when he was also a kid. Only he was never turned into a vampire. He just grew old, protecting her like her familiar.
Yeah.
Or her servant.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he grew old, he disposed of himself and then like sort of passed the mantle on to this other kid. Kind of repeats the process.
Huh.
But if that's the case, then this girl must be aware she's doing this.
That's very sinister take.
Right.
Which I like, which could be interesting. Okay, I was looking at it through more rose-colored glasses. Yay! Friendship between children, but just one is a vampire that kills other innocents, but whatever.
I mean, I would kind of agree with the endearing aspect, because considering how the main character, the kid, is very lonely and he's bullied and like deals with having divorced parents.
Okay.
I can see how like him having this like this unique friend that's only like his friend, who he can confide in and play.
But
with
also
and-
makes him ripe for the picking for this other vampire person. Okay. And also this guy I want to mention that I the first time they introduced him, yeah, sure, he's bullied, but he's holding a knife and he's like, I'm gonna practice gutting my classmates. Also, I have the flu, so if you hear me making weird noises, it's because of that.
Although she does always wheeze when she laughs.
Hey! It's true. It's a quality.
Fair enough.
Just a quality. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say it's a
There's
bad
one thing I want to ask you.
What?
Do you remember the scene when he went to his father's house after he was not expelled, but like after the school
And
got-
the father's friend shows up?
Right. Do you think maybe like the father was actually gay and that was like his lover?
I got a vibe of that because I was weird. I thought, oh, it's the father. That's why they divorced then, because the father has a lover, but then they didn't do anything else with it. Like they made it off as friends. So I'm thinking like, well, it's a Russian film, so in Russia they have pretty strict anti gay laws. So maybe they couldn't explicitly.
And that's true. And that also kind of explains why the father would be living out in the country instead of in the city with the mother, because on the countryside it's not as heavily enforced by the government than in the country in compared to the city. So if he's in the country, he would have kind of more freedom to find a lover and live in peace
Exactly.
compared to living in the city with his wife. So maybe
There's that. So, but yeah.
I also really like the subplot of the main vampire's older servant as he kind of like struggled to like find what little food he could.
Oh my god,
for her.
that guy struggled because every instance they showed us of him trying to find a person, kill the person, it backfired.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, okay, it's poor person that just got killed, but besides that, poor guy who's trying to do this and I get caught. I was very stressed out. I was like, oh no. But also he did it in like the worst ways, I think, because first of all, the first person he kills them in a forest. But that forest, when he drags the body, it doesn't look too deep in the forest, you know? It was hard to tell anyway because everywhere was snowy.
Although like with the second time with the time when he was actually captured, that time I think like it just wasn't a good day because like
It just wasn't.
because like he didn't expect his friends, like the kids' friends, the students' friends that he killed to still be there like looking for him. He assumed like they all left like kids normally do. They just go home.
Yeah.
It's like
So
simple enough.
he didn't have good luck, that guy.
In all honesty, the most heart wrenching moment for me was when like he like the final moment when he talks or tries to talk to like his vampire master, and he sacrifices himself by throwing himself out the window and like to like destroy all the evidence and like give her the chance to like escape or make another servant or do whatever she needs to do.
Yeah.
I found that really more heart wrenching than like whatever chemistry. I'm not saying there wasn't chemistry, but like I found that self-sacrifice more touching than the friendship between the kids.
It's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's a great vampire movie. We highly recommend it.
Yes.
So, take it away, Julian.
So next question we have is, what vampire would you want to bite you the most?
So,
And not as in like oh, I want them to bite me all over my body. As in like out of all the vampires,
which vampire would you like to be the one that turns you into vampire?
Exactly.
So, in a way, you're the vampire girl from Helsing, the police girl from Helsing, and who will be your Alucard / master?
Gonna look for her name.
Her name is Police Girl. That's it.
She deserves a name.
Oh, she also has a name. It's
Sarah's Victoria.
Sarah's Victoria. It's a cool name.
Yeah.
Sarah's.
But she is a pretty heavy fan service character, you gotta admit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we get it. She has boobs. Don't need to
Also, if you
make
remember,
it more obvious.
Also, if you remember, her uniform after joining Helsing was like her skirt is like up to like here,
Yeah.
like barely below her hip.
It's like, no, this is the standard uniform. Are you sure? Yeah. Standard uniform.
And like Alucard walks in with like 3 coats
The 3 coats on.
and like heavy boots, and they're like oh, what do I get?
Really, we ran out of budget
Yeah.
for more clothes.
We're buying too many guns.
Too many guns. Well, okay, Julian, so which one would you want to be your vampire daddy?
in the game Dream Daddy, there's actually one character who people think is a vampire because like he's very intellectual and like has pale skin. And
I know that guy.
so one of the Dream Daddies actually is a vampire daddy.
Okay. We have to play Dream Daddy.
We can make it out like a playthrough.
Okay.
So, okay.
Julian, decide who do you want to be your vampire daddy?
All right.
Your V daddy.
Honestly, Peter.
Peter. No way, because that's the one I said before. Stealing my fine.
I was going to have sex with him.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Why Peter? Peter from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. Because
my remind you audience is that terrifying vampire that they keep in a coffin in the basement.
Basically, the entire character of Peter is a reference to Nosferatu, the classic vampire
Basically.
film. But the reason why I prefer Peter is because remember that short side story detailing how Peter turned the guy who dances.
Yeah.
They turned him into a vampire because like he was struggling salesman, he was about to die, and like he looked like he asked him, do you want to live forever? And like, he first brought him in, gave him food, and then asked him like once he was like healthy, do you want to move on? Do you want to live forever?
Okay.
And that kind of like giving that agency to the other person, I really like the kind of
you mean you think like Peter's a cool dude. He gives you a choice.
Better than the other vampires is like, oh, I'm hungry.
Oh, oops, I'm not hungry anymore. But so I stopped drinking. But you're gonna live. You're gonna be a vampire though.
Yeah, and you'll burn the sun. Sorry, pal.
Sorry. Oops, my bad. Okay. Damn it. You took mine. I'll think of another one then. See, I don't want to say... Because if I say Alucard, then I have to fight Nazis. Against my will.
Also, you probably have to compete with like Sarah's Victoria.
Yeah, and I can't compare against that. So, let the right one in. No. Enter with... Maybe... Dracula from Castlevania? Maybe. Or Alucard, or his son, Alucard.
That is true. Although I think you'd actually have a hard time convincing him to turn you into a vampire because he's very like
God.
No, because remember like he's very compassionate towards humans.
Yeah.
And like if he respects humans.
What if I was dying and the only way to save me was to turn me into a vampire?
He would probably still ask you like, do you want to become a vampire? While you're dying, it is like.
I was like, yeah, bitch. Why do you think I jumped off that building?
What scenario are you picturing?
No, I don't know. I was like, because I'm supposed to be dying, so...
It's just because you fell off a building. It's not like you were mugged or anything.
I don't want my stuff to get stolen.
You're dying!
I have priorities in my death... This is my death scenario, okay? I choose how I die.
Alright.
Or not die, because I'm going to get transformed into a vampire.
Become undead.
I'm becoming undead, so...
Alright.
Ha! Here's mine.
Okay. So Alucard?
Yeah. Alucard from Castlevania.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we've been at this for a while.
You want to like burn through the rest of them or?
Well, we'll just throw the questions out at the audience and see.
Okay.
So. Also, feel free to give us questions, comments, anything on our Gmail or on our YouTube channel or our Soundcloud or Facebook
or Twitter or Facebook
or a smoke signal, anything. Just we'll see it.
Or wolf howls.
Wolf howls.
Yeah, we'll get those too. So you want me to run through the questions?
Yeah, just run through the questions.
Okay. So the rest of the questions are: at what age would you like to become a vampire? What familiar would you want to have if you were a vampire? Who would you want to turn into a vampire? Who do you think would have the best tasting blood? Where would you put your coffin to rest? What piece of fiction would be enhanced with the addition of vampires?
We want all of those double-spaced.
Times New Roman.
Fonts
12.
Yeah, in our inboxes by...
MLA format.
By Saturday, okay? Whoever doesn't hand it in will get bit by a vampire.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. Yeah, so... Exactly. I'm dying!
Alucard!
No! Too soon! I'm not ready.
So,
okay.
So thank you all for listening.
I thought you were going to say thank you for the lols.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for sticking around and for not turning off your device when you heard us say the word
Boner senpai.
Boner senpai.
And bulging veins.
And bulging veins, and then for musical porn.
Yeah.
Which, these were pretty good inventions of ours. We should make something. If you want to make fan art of Boner senpai, please make it.
And Pichan.
And Pichan and V-chan? No, and V-san.
The rival.
The rival. See, this plot, it just writes itself. So, thank you for sticking around, guys. We hope you have a very spoopy Halloween. Yeah, until next time on Nerdy Afterlife.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, peace out. Woo.